does Rob Pelinka even look? Does he watch the games? Like, seriously, I feel like Rob Pelinka, he just goes to his statistician. He asks for like all the stats from the players from the past season, and he goes off of that. I don't think he watches basketball because there's no explanation why this roster should be the way that it is. Why Darvin Ham should be having a starting lineup with non-shooters.
Play the song with your heart. Play the song with your heart.
Hey, one time. Hey, throw your hand.
What is good, YouTube? This your boy Aaron.
Brian.
And this is the Courtside View Podcast in episode 30, man. You know, it's Wednesday. NBA is back. You got football as well. There's also baseball, but we'll see if we'll get to baseball. But right now, so let's react to the Lakers and the Warriors, man. And, bro, I'm not going to lie. I knew that this was not going to work out for the Lakers. I knew it. Just by you look at the roster when it came out, the starting lineup, it had LeBron, it had Westbrook, it had Patrick Beverly, it had Anthony Davis, and it had Lonnie Walker. I was like, bro, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. So I had low expectations coming into the game, and lo and behold, they couldn't hit a three. Listen, Darvin Ham, he's doing exactly what Frank Vogel did. Literally exactly what he did, because this is the roster that he was given. So he's trying to make it work any way, shape, or form. But at the end of the day, your team is not, you don't got no shooters. So I'll let you go. I'll let you go first, really, because I have a lot off my chest I want to get. So what are your thoughts on the game?
Me being a non-Lakers fan, I loved every minute of that demise that was the first game of the season. I mean, listen, I saw the script.
Okay.
The Lakers are going to make the playoffs. But
you sure?
I can't. Yes, I'm sure. I'm not going to say what seed, but they making the playoffs. But that game one was a horrible display. Like, the Warriors was not respecting their shooters at all. They were just like, hey, go ahead. Like, I remember it was a contest. Russ was in the corner. Draymond didn't even put his hand up.
It was bad. It was bad.
Is it like in the lineups? Like, they legit have no shooters. Like, I think it was a lineup. I want to say it was Russ. At first, it seemed like the Lakers got NPCs coming off the bench. Like, who are these dudes? Who is Matt Ryan?
He was a DoorDash driver
Like,
before
who
it.
are these people? Like, it's crazy. They need to make some trades or something.
Wayne Gabriel
Yeah, like, why is he
from
getting
Kentucky.
like 20 minutes? Like, what is going on?
Bad management, man. Just
That roster construction. I don't know how y'all re-signed Rob Pelinka. That is insane to me.
Jeannie Buss. She's
roster.
too emotional, man. Now, I'm not saying because she's a female, because you know how all these people are going to be like, oh, it's because she's a female, because you're emotional. But if this was a man, no. So get that out your head. Just look at what happened with Jim Buss and how long it took her to finally get Jim Buss out of the building. And Jim Buss was the guy, he was sort of the reason why the Lakers were in a bad predicament before they got Magic Johnson, they got Rob Pelinka, and eventually LeBron and all of them, and they won a chip. The same is now being applied. Like, she doesn't know what she's doing. You hear Linda Rambis, you hear Kurt Rambis, you hear Rob Pelinka, you hear Phil Jackson, you hear all these different voices in her head telling what to do, what not to do. And that just lets you know that she doesn't know, she can't do this on her own. She needs to have somebody in her ear that wants the best interest for this team, understands basketball, and understands the new age of basketball and not thinking from a prehistoric sense, like a Phil Jackson, like a Kurt Rambis, like a Rob. Like, does Rob Pelinka even look? Does he watch the games? Like, seriously, I feel like Rob Pelinka, he just goes to his statistician. He asks for like all the stats from the players from the past season, and he goes off of that. I don't think he watches basketball because there's no explanation why this roster should be the way that it is. Why Darvin Ham should be having a starting lineup with non-shooters in 2022. This is not, if this was 2001, have at it. But this is 2022, and you're putting this lineup on the floor. And it just lets me know that Rob Pelinka, he screwed up. How in God's name do you decide, you know what? Let's get rid of all the 3-and-D guys, and let's get Russell Westbrook. Let's get a bunch of old guys that could shoot. The problem with this team, people keep saying shooting. No, the problem with this team is we don't have no 3-and-D guys. We don't have, look at the Warriors. Wiggins, Klay Thompson. You have Looney, who's a defensive guy who can get on the glass. Curry, he's improved on defense, so you can't just like single him out all the time like he used to. They have Draymond Green, defensive guy who could switch. They have a bunch of defensive guys that can hit shots. Where is that for the Lakers? Nobody except AD. And LeBron, when, they're winning games, like they're when he has to, right? Like when it's a close contest. There's nobody on. Patrick Beverley, he can guard, he's a guard defender, right? But that's about it. He can't really guard like wings because he's too small. Lakers don't have that. And that's the problem. 3-and-D guys, they're saying, get Buddy Hield, get Miles Turner. Listen, Buddy Hield is a shooter. But at the end of the day, he can't guard nobody. We need defense and 3-point shooting. And that's what we lack. And, man. It was evident last night. It was very evident, man. And Anthony Davis, he looked tremendous the first quarter. But the second half, like, what happened? Like, he was abysmal. He was non-existent. I ain't gonna lie. When the Warriors went up like 15, 17, I turned the game off. I was like, I'm not about to sacrifice my sleep for this mess.
Yeah, that game was mad late.
Like, come on, man. The Lakers had me watching a game at 10:30 at night all the way to 1 o'clock in the morning. You better be good. Not average, not trash. So you want me to spend all that time, waste all that sleep that I could be, getting to watch a trash team. I'm not doing it. I ain't going to be able to do it, boy. So, yeah, the Lakers, the Warriors, they looked just as good as they were. They haven't missed a beat.
First half was in.
But think about this. The Warriors were in control even with Curry not making threes.
True.
So that just lets you know how dominant they are, just how good they are. Klay Thompson, he wasn't really going off like that. It was really Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole ain't even play that good.
Yeah, it was everybody contributed in their own way. And that's what we don't have that. Like Westbrook, he didn't play bad. Now that air ball, and then you're going to make 2 straight, good plays, and all of a sudden you're going to slap the inbounder, right? He's going to slap the hand of the inbounder, and then you get a technical. Like he can't get out his own way. Like this is who he is. But Westbrook is not the problem. It's the roster construction. You don't have the necessary parts to compete, and this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. I think LeBron in the post game, he acknowledges that, listen, we're not a great 3-point shooting team, and Westbrook also, Westbrook be blowing me, man. So Westbrook said that the reason why he got injured is because he came off the bench. Like what correlation is that?
I don't know. Some people said when you've been doing something for so long and then you change it up, like you can get injured, something like that.
Man, that's BS, bro. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a long season. I told you they are the 9th best team in the West. You don't believe me, but Let's go to the next game because it's getting kind of sad. Celtics and Sixers. Now this game was relatively close until the fourth quarter. I was very impressed by James Harden. He just looked like the old James Harden. But there's one player that I was scratching my head of, and that's Joel Embiid. How the hell do you let Noah Vonleh punk you? A guy that should be playing in China right now. Just speak on what you saw from Joel Embiid from last night.
Not much, at least in the first half. But, that game. I mean, I was watching, but I was like half watching.
I understand
because it was like I was doing other things.
Yeah, I get you.
I seen it. I see, oh, so and so just scored, and looked down like, oh, so and so this just happened. So I did. What I did see though was that little scruffle him and Marcus Smart had. And Joel Embiid is a dirty player. Did you see how he tried to like yank his arm? I'm like, come on, son, you can't be doing that. Joel Embiid's too big to be flopping and doing that kind of stuff, man. It's actually ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree with you. How did you feel about James Harden?
James Harden, he played like James Harden.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he looked like he took it back to a few years ago when he was on Houston. Pretty good, but then again, they lost.
Yeah, they lost. He had a pep in his step. You know, the step backs were hidden. He was getting the calls. I was like, oh yeah, this is old James Harden. This is Houston James Harden.
The joint that blew me though, Marcus Smart like flopped or whatever. And and he stood there, did the shimmy shake, and he missed badly. I was like, oh goodness.
Yeah, that was Shaq and the Fool worthy. But yeah, man, overall,
I'm not moved by the 76ers thus far.
Overall, I look at that game, and it just lets me know that the Celtics, even without Ime Udoka coaching, I don't know, I forgot the coach's name of the Celtics right now that's filling in, but they are talented.
The same system pretty much.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they just look like they've taken another step, specifically Jaylen Brown, because, oh my God, like his shot selection, his three-point shooting, it just looks definitely improved. Both of those guys are tremendous. They both scored 35 points, by the way. So that's 70 points combined from your two best players, your all-star, star players. So they look like they're going back to the finals. Now we got to see what the Bucks look like when Chris Middleton comes back. But they just, and then Malcolm Brogdon. The addition of Malcolm Brogdon, I tried to tell you that he looked really good that game. Like, you could just tell that he's going to be an addition to the offense off the bench because he was tremendous. He made a lot of good plays. Marcus Smart, he didn't have to do much. Yeah, man, it was just a really good game for the Celtics.
Williams wasn't playing
either,
right?
Yeah. It was just a really good game from the Celtics. The Sixers, Joel Embiid, he has to play better. I get it. He was double teamed, but there was moments in the game where I was like, dude, are you not going to, like, cook Jan Vesely? Noah Vonleh, excuse me. Noah Vonleh? I say Jan Vesely.
I haven't heard that name in years.
Noah Vonleh? Are you not going to cook Jaylen Brown? Are you not going to cook an old Al Horford? Like, come on, man. You're supposed to be top 5. Like these NBA analysts want to say, oh, this Joel Embiid is better than LeBron and KD. Like, let's be for real. Like, even Jokic wouldn't have got punked like that. So, yeah, Joel Embiid, you got to play better, man. Like, you're way better than this. But anywho, let's transition because the NBA, it's cool, but let's get to the NFL.
It's starting to kick up. Listen, regular season NBA is only good for gambling.
I mean, opening night it's important. It's important. You know, you get to see the top teams play and all that. So I think that's definitely important. But let's get to
the superior.
Here we go. Yeah, let's get to the superior. I'm not even going to acknowledge that. Let's get to the NFL. So, NFL, let's get it popping. Let's go to the Cowboys because we all know this. Listen, Cowboy fan up here. I'm a Packer fan, so we're going to start with those games first. How did you feel about Sunday night against the Eagles?
I wanted the first half of the game. I wanted Cooper Rush shot into the sun. I didn't want him to get back on the team bus to leave to go to the airport. I wanted him to find his own way home. Then the second half came, in the inevitable Eagles. They don't do much in the second half, and that came back to bit them a little bit. Cut the lead down to 20-0 to 2017. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but then fourth quarter happened. Eagles executed a great drive, pretty much nearly running the ball like 90% of the time, and I was defeated. I was especially in the first half. I was like, we could lose. Just don't come in here and get smoked.
Yeah.
And it looked like we was heading into smoke territory. But then we started to show some fight. You know what? I'm not a moral victory kind of guy, but I kind of feel a little better about my squad after that game.
Moral victory.
Because with the old regime and coaching, we would have got blown out. But at least we came back and made it respectable. That shows we got heart. That shows we got grit. And I can respect that. And that's something you can build off of. They ain't just lay down and just die. You know what I'm saying? They fall back a little bit. And the real reason we lost was because we had Cooper Rush. He threw 3 picks, and 2 of them led to short field position. Can't have that. And to give props to the Eagles, I'm not phony. To the Eagles played a good game. But like I said before, I said we had to make Jalen Hurts play QB in order to win. We didn't do that. We let him off the hook. We let him run the RPOs, the read option. Let him off the hook. We kept letting Miles Sanders. Well, Miles Sanders ain't really go off like that.
I think he got a touchdown, right?
Yeah, but like, man, that freaking college offense is so annoying. And what they did to Micah though. Great game plan.
Yeah. Because
I seen a whole thread about it. And pretty much what they did, they went at him. Especially in the run game. It forced him to make a decision. And I was like, I've always been let Micah play in the middle of the field. Like, I don't like him on edge on clear running downs. It didn't make sense to me. But yeah, salute to the Eagles. Y'all got us this time. I can't wait for week 16, though, Christmas Eve. You want to know why? Because 4 will be back. 4 will be back. Listen, I know I said the jersey is cursed. I know I said the jersey is cursed.
They playing Philly on
Yeah. I'm telling you, we coming for the revenge. I know I said the jersey's cursed, but I don't care. 4's coming back this week against the Detroit Football Lions, and he's going to come in there and drop 30 on them. And y'all going to see what I've been trying to say about this Cowboys team.
I need a Dalton Schultz touchdown for the one time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Dalton Schultz was a good dude.
What?
Yeah, Jake Ferguson, Hinder shot them rookies. Yeah, they hooping on him. And I'm sorry, Dalton Schultz, you ain't getting that money. At least not from the Cowboys.
I mean, he was hooping the first game. It's just he got that injury.
Anywho, Dalton Schultz is now hooping. 4's back. I got the jersey on because it's a special week. We got to show that we really like stat in the NFC. And who would have thought the NFC East being the best division in football? Man,
so
came
fluky.
out of nowhere.
So fluky.
Oh, whatever. The 3-3 freaking Packers.
Listen, all right, whatever. We'll get to that in a later
Worry
segment.
about Joe Barry's sorry defense.
We'll worry about it in a later segment. But yeah, going back to the Eagles and the Cowboys game, I have to say, like, the Eagles secondary is elite. Like, they're arguably the best secondary in the league.
I wasn't moved.
You wasn't moved? Darius Slay? You weren't moved by Darius Slay and James Bradbury?
Listen, if you watch, people were open. Okay. It's just Cooper Rush couldn't hit the side of a barn.
Nah, he was settling. I was watching some of them plays. I was like, damn, why you could have threw it to the other guy. You just going to settle for the...
I think it was that one play. I think he threw it like a out route or something, but CD was literally had a wide open touchdown.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then the other play he threw a pick. CD beat the crap out of James Bradbury, like always. And guess what? He threw a pick. So I'm like, dog, that's 6. Like, it's like 3 plays that would have been a touchdown if Dak was the QB.
Okay. We'll see. We will see about that.
I'm telling you, and the Eagles someone's going to adjust to that offense that they're running. Because once I think one thing that's going to be the downfall, and because I've seen it plenty of times. I've been a victim of it because I root for the Cowboys. That easy schedule is going to catch up to them in the playoffs.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you might have a point about – because I think that with the 49ers, even though Jimmy Garoppolo, he can be up and down, they are hurt. They are banged up. So when they get healthy, they can be a problem.
Like it happened to the Cowboys last year. I was like, yeah, man, it don't matter, man. That schedule ain't matter. You got to the playoffs, played a team with some dog in them. And y'all seen what happened.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. They definitely have to get it together definitely.
Especially in the second half, because it's a good team. Like, you go try to play Tampa Bay and not score in the second half.
Well, I remember against Jacksonville. Granted, it was Jacksonville. They were down, I believe, in the first half, but then they came roaring back, and the offense was surging. So they have the capability. It's just about doing it against elite teams or great, really good teams. So that's going to be the next step for them. We'll see how they do, how they fare against your team on Christmas Eve. I can't wait for that game. Now, my team. Second week in a row, they disappoint. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing, because I watched the tape. I watched the film, and I have to say, number one, the Jets, their defense is legit. Like, let's get that out the way. Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed, Quinnen Williams, the Williams brothers, those guys are dogs. Those guys, like Quinnen Williams, he's looking like...
Well, he has a brother?
Yeah, he does. I believe he does. He's playing for the Jets right now with him. So it's great. It's great out here seeing brothers play together. But yeah, he is phenomenal. Like, he is everything.
He all pro right now.
Yeah, because they drafted him to be that way. They expected him coming out of Alabama. He's living up to that pick because dude was everywhere last week. And the offensive line for the Packers, they were atrocious. And one of the things that I noticed, and that was one of the analysts whatever said, that Elton Jenkins, who came back from injury, he's a guard, but he's playing tackle now. So he's coming back from a major injury, and you having him playing tackle, that's a recipe for disaster. And then you have another guard that we have, he's not really playing well. So the line has to get a lot better. It was really, for the most part, I would say personnel, play calling, and I would say the QB play could be a little bit better. I'll admit that, because there was Aaron Rodgers. I'm not gonna put it all on him. Like, there was definitely people say, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers sucks." Like, listen, watch the film. But I will say that there were throws that he did miss that he could have made, like the one with Aaron Jones where it was he beat a defender and he could have had like a 30-40 yard completion. He missed him on that one, right? That was one of those where it's like, okay, if this was like 2014 Aaron Rodgers, he would have hit him easily. Or it was another throw, Romeo Dobbs, he missed him. So I forgot who else, but just some throws that he just didn't connect with. And then there was like one time he held the ball too long. Even though the pass rush came, he could have evaded the pass rush and then tried to pass it to the open receiver. So yeah, there was moments where Aaron Rodgers could have definitely been better. But overall, it comes down to personnel and play calling, because they keep having A.J. Dillon, like they trying to make A.J. Dillon like Aaron Jones. Like, he's not Aaron Jones. Like, they're utilizing him in the same run plays. I'm just like, A.J. Dillon is a power. Like, he's got big, muscle, power back, man. You gotta like change up the plays when it comes to A.J. Dillon, because he's like Aaron Jones. He's more the speed, all-purpose guy. So that's where I'm like, what are they doing? Like, you can't just have the same type of run plays with A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones. Like, that's not how it goes. He can catch out the backfield, but when it comes to running the football, they have different styles.
Yep.
And I don't like that. And then the offense, I feel like the offense, they need to run the ball more. Like, you have two really good running backs. And the offense, I'm not saying 50-50, but like 60-40 at least, where it's like 60% passing, 40% running. You can't just give your running backs only 19 carries. They're too good.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like,
come on now. That's one of the reasons why the Jets were able to just capitalize and continue to lock down the Packers, is because they understood that they're not going to be running the ball that much. They're just going to be throwing the ball. And man, that secondary, bruh, they had them receivers on lockdown. Like, Alan Lazard,
that too high is a killer, man.
Oh my God, bro, they were playing a lot. They were playing a lot of man, and like you said, too high also. But really, like that man coverage, bro, they were not going anywhere. No separation. That one play with Sauce Gardner and Romeo Dobbs, when he was guarding Romeo Dobbs, I believe it may have been a comeback route or something like that, bruh.
Oh, yeah, I seen that, yeah.
How did you feel about that play?
For Sauce Gardner be 6'3", he moves so fluid. Like, it's crazy. Like, his hips and feet are good. Like, it's crazy.
So I don't know if you watched the game.
He's like a Richard Sherman, but he's like an athlete.
Yeah, and he's like, in my opinion, I think he's better, man. I think he's better than Richard Sherman man to man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because Richard Sherman, he was like a zone corner.
Yeah.
He could play some man, but he specialized in zone corner, and he had great instincts. You know, he's a ball hawk. He was a ball hawk, but just Sauce Gardner, he's top 5. But yeah, I don't know if you watched the game or if you catch some clips.
I was watching Red Zone.
Okay,
so I seen
so
like,
you saw. So how did you like with the small sample size? How did you feel about the game that you saw?
the Packers, man. That defense is such a letdown. Like, it's so fraudulent. Like, people had Packers like top 5 coming in this season, and they're not even top 15. It's just bad. It's just bad. But the Jets. The young team's on the rise, except for the Commanders.
Oh, you talking about the Commanders? Oh yeah.
But like the young team's on the rise. It's crazy. It's good to see though. It's good to see. Got to get these old heads up out of the league. Get the Tom Brady's and Aaron Rodgers up out of here. Let the young guys shine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, whatever. But just before we transition, I do want to speak on the defense because I think that the first half they played exceptional. I thought the defense was really good. It was the second half, and I don't know if it's because they got tired or something, because the linebacking play is what alarmed me. They were missing tackles. So I think I want them to be. I have so much like expectations for the defense because I want them to be like the Broncos, the Cowboys, the Bills, the 49ers when they're healthy. An elite defense, right? That can sort of, I guess you can say, almost carry the team, like carry the offense, but they can't. Like, that's just not who they are. They're a good defense, and because of their defensive coordinator, they're always not going to be at that elite tier, in my opinion, because he doesn't take chances. He's a zone merchant.
Yeah.
He's just a zone merchant, man. So
But there's no reason Jair shouldn't be traveling.
Bro, he was trying.
He was
trying. Yeah, Garrett Wilson. Whoo! He had
was
him
in
on
Rikers?
lockdown.
Yeah, I was wondering why I ain't hear much about Garrett Wilson.
Bro. Yeah, Jair is still elite. He had that boy in lockdown. He could not do nothing. Like, it was embarrassing.
So who was getting all the catches then? Or was they? Oh,
I think
I
it
know.
was Corey
Wasn't
Davis.
Brees Hall killing him?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It was really like Corey Davis, a couple plays, and like Brees Hall. But yeah, the defense is just a zone. You know, he's a zone merchant, the defensive coordinator. He just can't get in his own way. Yeah. Well, hopefully it's really about execution and just personnel. Hopefully they get like another receiver. I'm hearing Chase Claypool, so maybe that could help.
Shoot, after that game, I'm not trading him.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, we ain't trading this dude.
All right, they trying to tank, but all right. Let's get to the next game, and I feel like
I had a terrible record this weekend, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I think I legit got probably 4 games right. It was bad.
Let's go. Thinking off the top of my head, let's go to the Broncos and the Chargers. You know, because I was really watching this game, and it's the first game I thought of. Let's just get this out of the bag, like, Russell Wilson. Now, you could say, oh, the personnel, but this game, there's no doubt he's cooked.
He was playing well the first half, and then the second half, ooh.
Bro, let me tell you something. I feel like, I don't know if it's the injuries or whatever, but
you heard he say after the game he got a hamstring injury?
He was just off. Like, his reaction time was off. Like, the guy was like, one of the receivers was literally right in his face, but he didn't see. I think he's cooked. I think this is downhill from, because if you can't like react like you used to, then that's a problem. So how did you feel about the game, man?
That game, I fell asleep towards the end of halftime and woke up after halftime. But I mean, the game, both of them coaches wanted to lose that game so bad.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Offense this year as a whole around the league has been terrible.
Yeah.
No one can figure out the too high meta.
Yeah.
Like, run the ball. That's how you beat. Run the ball.
It's embarrassing, bro.
The Eagles are 6-0 because they run the football well. And they have a mobile QB.
Mm-hmm.
You would think the Ravens would be better because their whole identity is mostly running the ball. But it seems like they trying to not let Lamar run.
Yeah.
But yeah, that game was It was just blah him, and oh my goodness, this isn't being pointed out enough. Justin Herbert.
Let's talk about it.
Like, he's clearly hurt, because the way these passes die out past 10 yards, it's not normal.
The ribs, I think he had a rib injury.
It's his ribs, man. Something, because it's not like the zip ain't the same. Like sometimes it'll be there, but if it's like a deep ball, like it just dies. And it's like it's just bad. I don't know why he's playing hurt.
Brandon Staley, man.
He's terrible.
Oh my God, bro. He just keeps doing these stupid things. But hey, the Broncos gonna be the Broncos, and
the Broncos lost the game. The Chargers ain't win. The Broncos lost.
What was it because he
literally muffed the punt.
Muffed the punt, bro.
Well, actually, no. Well, technically, the
no. That was a flag. That was a flag
that
they should have called. Yeah, the defender, he pushed the guy forward. Yeah, that was crazy. So, but still, you got to catch that.
Like that overtime was like, bruh.
It's like, how can you let this happen? Like, literally, like you can't make this stuff up. They just continuously find ways to lose, and that just goes back to coaching. Like they're not coached hard enough. Like they're not disciplined. It's bad. It's terrible. And the defense again, they held their own. They did what they're supposed to do, but yet again, the offense wasn't able to contribute to anything. Russell Wilson was horrible. He was missing people.
Run game was terrible.
Yeah, run game. They only gave Melvin Gordon 3 carries. Like, what was that all about? It's atrocious. They're not going to be able to come around unless Russell Wilson comes around for some reason.
The passing game was pathetic.
Right. So it's
Chargers ain't look much better either.
Yeah, they didn't. Well, Austin Eckler, got
Dustin Hopkins, the MVP that game.
Yeah, and he was injured.
And he was hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt. I was like, damn.
I couldn't imagine kicking a field goal with a messed up hamstring.
I thought he was gonna miss it. I ain't gonna lie, because of the hamstring injury. I was like, watch him miss this, because I've seen him do it before, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, that was clutch to him. But yeah, that game was just atrocious. So let's get to some other games. A surprise, I would say the Bucks and the Steelers. That was a shock to me, because I thought that this was like a gimme. I thought, because of the Steelers, they were missing some key defensive players. Yeah. But no, Tom Brady, he went to a winning. He missed the Saturday walkthrough, and I guess it boiled over to the field, and they just weren't able to do anything on offense. So how did you feel about just the Bucks laying an egg against the Steelers?
The more and more the Bucks lose, the worse it makes my team look for getting cooked like that week 1. Oh my goodness. I did see some things. Their left guard is absolutely terrible. Like it was that play in the red zone where like he literally it's like he didn't even block dude, and it ended up with Leonard Fournette not getting like a yard or anything. Their offensive line played like absolute poop.
Yeah, they I remember, I think it was preseason where one of their best offensive linemen was out for the season, got hurt, and he's out for the season. So that's one of the things that is definitely a contributing factor why they're not playing as well offensively, because of their offensive line. But at the same time, you still have really good talent, though.
Their receivers, outside of Mike Evans and Godwin.
That's still really good. That's still 2 really good receivers. Yeah, Russell Gage, he's not bad. He's a solid, 3, and he's a 3. You have Evans and Godwin, and Fournette. He has pieces.
He couldn't run the ball, so.
Shoot, Aaron Rodgers wish he had that. Shoot, I'm just saying, Justin
Aaron Rodgers
Fields,
wish he had Fournette over Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon.
No, I'm saying receivers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then also, Justin Fields definitely wishes he had that, so. I'm just saying, Tom Brady, come on now, man. You got to get it together. Tom Brady
was cursing him out on the sideline.
Exactly. If this was any other quarterback, they would have got chewed up. But because it's Tom Brady, we're gonna give him, we're gonna give him a pass. I'm just saying, double standard.
Especially after you miss practice. You fool! Why you think we playing this trash?
Right.
You wasn't even at practice.
Right. So yeah, the Steelers, and then also there was a report about Mitchell Trubisky and Deontay Johnson. I forgot what game it was, but remember the game that Kenny Pickett got in the game? Mm-hmm. So in halftime, I believe it was Deontay Johnson. He confronted Mitchell Trubisky about, hey, give me the ball more, and there was like a confrontation with Mitchell Trubisky and Deontay Johnson, and so I believe Mike Tomlin benched him in favor of Kenny Pickett off of that. Now this is a report. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's not, but just off of the report that I saw, if that is true, then wow, that's.
Mitch Trubisky was kind of hooping when he came in the game. Man.
Yeah, that's why it's surprising that the Steelers won, because you would think that the Bucs would handle the business against a depleted Steelers team, a rebuilding Steelers team. Well, yeah, it is what it is. Like, a lot of the contender, like the teams that we thought were going to contend are not hooping right now. Like the next game, like the 49ers and the Falcons. I
got that so wrong. I thought they was going to beat the brakes off the.
Here's the thing. Listen, all these people watching right now, you got to understand, we're recording this on Wednesday, so the injury report, we don't really get that until like Thursday or Friday, so we don't know. We're coming off of the assumption that these guys are going to play for the most part. So if I would have known that a lot of their best players were going to be out this game, including Nick Bosa, I would have probably picked the Falcons. I ain't going to lie. So the Falcons won that game. Mariota, he had himself a party. Kyle Pitts, he got a touchdown. He's alive. He's finally alive, because the backup tight end got a touchdown. I was like, so you're not going to give Kyle Pitts a touchdown, but you can get a backup. How did you feel about just the Niners, specifically Jimmy Garoppolo, just looking horrible?
I mean, this is what Jimmy G is, though. Like, sometimes he's good, sometimes he's terrible. Like, he's either, like, there's no middle ground with him. He's either good or he's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one should be surprised. Now, I am kind of surprised that the Falcons' defense played as well as they did. Yeah, the Falcons' defense played, and I think AJ Terrell had a good game too.
Yeah.
Wow, who would have thought?
Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean, it was like the 49ers played terrible. They really miss Trent Williams right now, because the things that they used to be, they can't really do it like that, because without him, they don't have that protection on the side to really attack, in the run game and things like that. So, and Jimmy G's not that good at throwing the football, so this is what happens. And George Kittle,
he was a good dude.
This dude is a left tackle that sometimes run routes. But I did see a play. He was wide open in the end zone, and Jimmy G just missed him. I was like, dang, they need a QB bad. But this is Kyle Shanahan's fault. He literally, when it comes to QB play, he's terrible.
I agree on that. Like, it's so crazy to me, like, how the Shanahans in general, like, you have a running QB. Oh, for some reason they get hurt. But when it comes to, like, they have like a Kirk Cousins or Jimmy Garoppolo,
wasn't Shanahan on that Falcons team that went to the Super Bowl?
Matt Ryan. Like, you gotta have like a prototypical pocket passer, like, up there in age.
Yep.
It can't be, he can't be like 22 years old, because that's crazy to be like Kyle Shanahan.
That man, he low-key a fraud. Unless he's playing against Sean McVay.
Hey, the running game though, when he got I don't know what it is about Kyle Shanahan, but he knows how to get these running backs to play well.
But when it comes to passing and all that,
yeah, well, he does make Debo look good.
I don't know. It's just QB. I don't know if he stinks at evaluating QB play, or he's just so stubborn that he wants a certain type of QB to do this. I don't know, but it's bad.
Maybe it's the complexity of the offense. Maybe it's too complex. I mean, West Coast, they do say West Coast offense can be very complex for young QBs.
But like Jimmy Garoppolo, he's just not making the throws.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know.
I agree. Yeah, it's the 3-3 as well. So you got the Packers 3-3, the Bucs 3-3, the 49ers 3-3. The Baltimore Ravens are 3-3.
They had one job. Oh my God! I'm sorry, Lamar. I'm sorry. I can't call you QB 1 or 2 right now. I can't do it, and I gotta take you out the MVP race for now, because that was embarrassing. Like, that fourth quarter was a complete meltdown. And if you want to be the guy to get guaranteed 300, 250 M's, you got to play better. Hands down, you got to play better. Because I can't keep going. We can't keep going to bat for you and then giving excuses when you clearly underperform.
Price of the brick went down.
Yeah, that second half, man, it wasn't good.
It wasn't, man. Like, I was just like, damn. Because, the Giants, it's like, don't do this against the Giants, man. Like, any other team, okay, but the Giants? Because the Giants are the flukiest 5-1 team I've ever seen. Like, this is crazy to me. They have no good receivers. Their offensive line is okay. Like, they have Andrew Thomas, and then who else? Like, the offense is Saquon Barkley. That's what
offensive line been playing actually pretty decent.
It has improved since the Cowboys game. I'll give you that.
Especially Evan Neal.
But, bro, name me the receivers on the Giants besides Slayton. That's, I don't know, starter worthy? Seriously. And they're
Coaching, man.
They're 5-1. Like, can you name me the tight end? Who's the tight end of the Giants?
Dang, I don't know.
Like, seriously, like, this is the team that's 5-1. Brian Dable's a hell of a coach. I said this last week. He is a hell of a coach.
Coaching matters, people.
Bro, Daniel Jones, he was on his way out. Now people saying, let's give him an extension.
Yeah, I know, right?
Bro, Brian Dable is a hell of a coach. He's making something out of nothing. They don't have no receivers besides Slayton, and he's a wide receiver 3 at best. This is insane. Like, Saquon Barkley, in my opinion, he's the best running back right now in the league.
Easy.
Oh my God. Like,
him or Nick Chubb.
Yeah,
one
him
of
and
them
Nick
two.
Chubb. Yeah, they're 1 and 2. Bro, like, this is, you can't make this stuff up, bro. Like, now we'll see how the weeks go on, because I'm not sold. There's no way that this team with no receivers, right, with just Saquon Barkley, and then you have Daniel Jones as a QB, is going to win 10 games. There's no way. There's no way they can win 10. If they win 10, and then the defense. I like Leonard Williams. I like Kayvon Thibodeau. He's been okay. But can you name me anybody else that's like Pro Bowl worthy? Like, is there anybody else on the Giants that's like a Pro Bowl caliber?
That D tackle they got.
Who? Who's the name? I can't even tell you the name. Exactly.
Dexter Lawrence.
Oh, Dexter Lawrence. Oh, from the Clemson. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Bro, I haven't heard his name since Clemson. Yeah, Dexter Lawrence.
He's been playing well.
Yeah, he has been playing well. I'll give you that, especially against my Packers. But
Xavier McKinney's been playing well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. But these are guys, like, these are not well-known guys. Like, they don't flash off your screen as much. But they being coached well. You gotta give the Giants a hell of a credit.
I even seen Jalen Smith out there making plays. I'm like, hold on, what's going on?
Jalen Smith?
Yeah, like from the Cowboys, Jalen Smith.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
I even see him out there make a play or two. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah,
They playing out their mind. This is an insanity run, if you ask me.
I think so as well. There's no comprehensible reason why this team should be looking as well, besides, just the coach. Like, is he Mike Tomlin 2.0?
Yeah, I don't know. Man, it's just the Giants. They're a complexing team, because, like, they even gave my Cowboys some fight. You know what I'm saying? We beat them, though.
Yeah.
They would be undefeated if we didn't beat them. That is crazy to think. 2 NFC East teams could possibly be undefeated right now.
Yeah, man. They look like they're buying into a system.
The culture.
The culture is there. Brian Dable, yeah. Salute to the. I'm not gonna say salute to the Giants, but they're doing a really good job. Let's go to some other games. Let's see. Let's go.
talk about, didn't the Browns and the Pats play?
Yeah, they did. 38-15.
Bailey Zappi. Hey, listen. I want to talk about some QB controversy. Look at New England, because Bailey Zappi is doing the exact same things Mac Jones did, except he's younger and was drafted in the third round.
Third round? I don't know. I feel like he was drafted later, but if he was drafted
if it was later,
round,
even better.
Yeah.
Hey, Bailey Zappi is hooping.
Oh my God, he's doing exactly what Mac Jones is. You could argue better, dude. 38 points,
man,
with the third string QB. How is that happening? And then I remember there was a report. I think it's from I forgot who. Ian Rappaport, whatever.
Ian Rappaport.
He was talking about Mac Jones and how Mac Jones, he the Patriots, they're not a big, like, they don't like players asking a lot of questions. Like, Mac Jones, he's a why guy, right? Where he's like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? And he was asking, like, yo, why did you hire a defensive coordinator as my offensive and put him as my offensive coordinator?
But that is a valid question.
I mean, that is a valid question.
But from a second-year player, I don't know about that.
But yeah, so things like that, like he's not in, and then also the injury. Like the Patriots wanted him to get surgery. I believe it was on his ankle, but he elected not to, and it turns out it wasn't as serious, so he can come back. So it was just, conflict, right? Conflict with the team and the player, and I don't know, man. Bailey Zappi. Hey, I get it. The Patriots, they gave up the first round pick.
The reason why he fell so low in the draft is because the schools he played and the school he played for. Like, if you look up his stats from, like, the man had, like, I think he had nearly 2K yards or nearly 2K yards in the span of, like, 6 games.
Yeah,
like,
I heard it was elite.
The dude was hooping in college.
Yeah.
But, he ain't played no Power 5 schools and things. So that made his draft stock fall. But the dude can ball.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, man. He did it against my Packers. Now he's doing it against the Browns. It's incredible. Like, I got to give the Patriots credit because I'm not going to be this person that, we're going to criticize one team and not give them credit when they playing well. I got to give the Patriots credit because, wow.
And Bill Belichick, he is a secondary wizard.
He
got Jack Jones and Jonathan Jones playing out their freaking mind.
You saw that thing I sent you?
Yep.
It was passer rating. Jack Jones, like one of the lowest in terms of giving, passer rating against. Wow. Jack Jones, man, he's top 10 for a reason. Top 10 corner.
I forgot to mention this, but when we talked about the Broncos game, J.C. Jackson, he got benched. He getting paid all this money and got benched.
Oh, JC from the Chargers, right?
Yes,
got
JC
paid
Jackson.
$80 million. Oh,
and got benched in the middle of a game.
He's on the fraud watch list. He's on
like,
the fraud watch list.
This is insane. He's a Bill Belichick merchant.
Went to my school too. Went to Maryland and everything. Undrafted free agent. Got picked up by the Patriots. Yeah, he's a product. It looks like he's a product of New England. At least he got the bag though.
Yeah. Ski mask.
Yeah, ski mask alert. First team all ski mask.
It was crazy.
Yeah, but yes.
Bailey Zappi out there hooping on them boys.
Yeah, shout out to the Patriots, the Browns. They just continue. Kevin Stefanski he might be a fraud. He's a fraud head coach. Like, people were saying, oh, he's one of the best head coaches. No, he's a fraud. Like, let's just get out the way because there's no reason why you should lose to a team. Granted, Bailey Zappi has been playing better, but he's a third-string quarterback. There's no reason. I don't care.
Bailey Zappi was 24 for 34, 309 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks.
Bruh, come on. Kevin Stefanski got to do better. And then the defense, like the Browns defense, they're supposed to be one of the best defenses. They allow 38
Can someone
points.
explain to me why in the world did Nick Chubb only get 12 carries? Why is Jacoby Brissett throwing a ball 45 times?
Maybe because
they was playing from behind, but like you can still run the ball. Teams get down 2 scores and just panic and say, okay, we just got to pass. Like, no, you still can run the ball.
Yes. It's a recipe for disaster, man.
The more you throw the ball when you in a hole, the more your defense got to go out there and try to put a miracle together. And that's how you tire out your defense. And that's what happened in the Eagles and Cowboys game.
Deshaun not going to save this. He not going to save this.
Deshaun
Watson.
Oh,
he's not
I forgot about that. I was about to say, Deshaun Jackson just signed with the Ravens. What you talking about?
Deshaun Watson not going to save this, bro. Yeah, so let's get to the next game.
Colts and Jaguars. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
All-time collapse by the Jags, man.
Let's talk about it because Trevor Lawrence did play better. But at the end of the day.
Not good enough. Matt Ryan went back to 2016 somehow. Steroid test him right now. Because there's no way he's been playing like straight poop these past 5 weeks. And all of a sudden, he's out here throwing for 300 yards.
That boy, I think his name is Alec Pierce.
Pierce.
Woo! Hey, he's good. He could really do some. Like, they have Michael Pippen and Alec Pierce. Like, they got a little squad going on in the receiving. It's just Matt Ryan. He has to continue, consistently play better. 58 attempts. 58 attempts
that
is
man
crazy.
I know that man arm is sore.
3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Like, that is a virtuoso performance. Like, he turned back the clock on that one. But yeah, man, the rushing attack, like they had Dante Jackson, Philip Lindsay, like, dude, and they still won. And at the buzzer, Jacksonville, they're just.
I thought it was going to. I thought it was just going to get a field goal. I saw the ball go deep. I said, "Oh snap!"
Yeah, man. Jacksonville, people were crowning them too early. they still not there yet. They are ways away, even with a new head coach, Doug Peterson. Trevor Lawrence, he was serviceable, but at the same time, you know, what was he? He only had 165 yards passing.
Yeah, he was 20 for 22.
Yeah, that's not bad, but 165 yards passing. So Travis Etienne had like only 10 carries. James Robinson had like 12. 8 yards to carry for Travis Etienne and 4.5 yards to carry for James. Hey, that's what they want to do. So yeah, Colts they did the thing. The 3-2-1. They look like they're probably gonna win the division, like I predicted. We'll have to wait and see. It's only week 6. Bengals and Saints.
I told you the Bengals was gonna win.
I think I had the Bengals winning too.
Yeah, I had to convert you over though. You wasn't all the way in.
It's because
I told you Jamal was gonna have a good big game. Didn't I?
Well, no Marshawn Lattimore.
True.
So yeah, no Marshawn, and then Andy Dalton was starting again. James Winston, man, like, what was this injury again? Was it the back? Was it the ribs? Like, I don't remember.
I really don't know.
Man, I know you can't control injuries.
I need the Saints to get it together because the Eagles have their pick. And if they get a top 5 pick while being the first seed in the NFC, we're finished.
The Saints, man, oh man, Michael Thomas is hurt all the time. Alvin Kamara had, he's come back so far. He's been producing pretty well. Andy Dalton, he hasn't been terrible. It's just the team is all banged up. They need to get healthy. Chris Olave, he was out. They just have to get healthy. And Joe Burrow, he had himself a day. He looked good that game. Got to give him props on that one. And then Jamar Chase, like you said, he was phenomenal. He looked like
Jamar had 7 catches, 132 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
He looked like a top 5 receiver. Finally,
this is the Jamar Chase we've been waiting for to show up.
Right. So, yeah, the Bengals, not enough said. They were facing a team that was banged up, really. So they had to win that game. So let's go to Rams and Panthers. Matthew Stafford. Listen,
snooze fest.
Matthew Stafford. Just talk about Matthew Stafford, man, because you had a lot of things to say.
Matt Stafford. He threw that pick 6, didn't he?
I believe so. Yeah. No J.C. Horn in that game either.
Yeah, that game was a snooze fest. I mean, it was 24-10 the final score.
Yeah.
The Rams should have blew them boys out, but
they're just not good this year.
Yeah,
they don't have an offense. They don't have an offense that you can rely on. Matthew Stafford.
Allen Robinson got a touchdown though.
Yeah, he did.
Too bad most people probably dropped him from the squad, but hey, for the people that held strong, you got kind of rewarded.
Yeah, finally. He's still a fraud, though. He's still on the fraud watch list.
The Rams' offense it's just stagnant. It's not creative. It's pretty much Cooper Kupp or bust.
Yeah, and then Cam Akers asked for a trade. He's not going to be there no more. You just have Darrell Henderson and the rest of the running backs to look at. So,
but this is a byproduct of the F them picks model. you give away, you can't draft, and you give away all your picks, and now you got to just settle with dudes off the street to come and play big minutes for you.
Also, giving money to the wrong guys. Like, Allen Robinson, if you watched, like, come on, man. Like, you guys watch film. Don't act like you're not seeing what we seeing, right? Like, with Justin Fields, like, there's a reason Justin Fields wasn't throwing to him that much, and he was throwing to Darnell Mooney because he couldn't separate. Like, let's get it across your head. Like, why are you paying a guy that couldn't separate? Oh, because it's a QB. Like, no.
Jump ball receivers are not a thing.
They paid that man.
You need separation.
I think it was like $40 million, up to $40 million. Like, come on, bro. Like, because he was gonna be the answer to replacing OBJ and Robert Woods. Like, no, this is. I feel like these like they say like, oh, these coaches, they know football. I'm like, sometimes I'm questioning, like, do they really know? Are they really football knowers? Like, sometimes, or they just go off of their instincts. Like, seriously. It's just
I don't know. I
um
think head coaches get too much credit sometimes
yeah.
because it's clear like the coordinators do most of the work unless you a coach that has hands on with the offense, like a
Sean McVay.
Sean
Kyle
McVay, Kyle
Shanahan.
Shanahan.
Yeah.
But even still, like Mike McDaniel's offense looks better than the 49ers right now.
So let's go to the Cardinals and the Seahawks. I picked the Seahawks to win. I was right. You picked the Cardinals. I tried to tell you.
I picked the Cardinals. Why would I do
Yeah,
that?
you did. Hey, because you believed in the Cardinals for some reason. I don't know why. I told you the 12th man, in Seattle, they've been playing pretty good football. But it was like field goal contest for the most part. 19-9. Geno Smith, he didn't really. I'm trying to look at the stats right now.
Geno Smith was 20 for 31, 197 yards, no TDs, no picks.
Really. He didn't really do much. But Kenneth Walker, that was the standout of the game. He was tremendous. He's looking like
stepping up to the plate after
Rashad Penny.
went out for the season.
He's looking like he's trying to take the reins and not give it up. So I definitely got to salute him for that. So now let's get to the game of the week. Bills and Chiefs. Let's talk about it. How'd you feel about that game, man?
I said the Bills was going to win and it was going to be a close game. I mean,
but the way that it ended, like, how'd you feel? Like, just Mahomes throwing that pick at the end.
Oh yeah, that was another. Sometimes Mahomes does crack hit maneuvers. Like sometimes just like this dude is sometimes either, oh man, he's the best I've ever seen. And then sometimes it's like, okay, what was he thinking right there? And that was one of those, what was he thinking right there?
Yeah.
Like it was like 3 dudes around him. What did he think was going to happen? But yeah, Josh Allen played a good game. It was a very close game.
It was.
Yeah,
I was shocked that it was like they weren't scoring that much the first half. I was like, wow, like these guys, like the Chiefs their defense has played a little bit better, but at the same time, looking at the Bills and just their offense and how dynamic it is, I'm shocked that they weren't able to move down the field as effectively. So, but then the second half came around, they started scoring a little bit more. Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, those guys, Dawson Knox. So, yeah, man. The Bills, I picked them to win. I was right. I just thought that they're the better team. They're the more complete team. The defense, getting Von Miller really helped them. The secondary,
I'm so
without
sad
Trey
about
White.
Von Miller. We could have had. Imagine if we had Von Miller on this deal. Oh my gosh, we'd be going to the Super Bowl. You kidding me?
You gonna pay him that 100 M's?
Yep, if he's gonna continue to play like this.
But people didn't know that he was gonna play like that because when he came off of Denver, right? Denver, he was a little out of sorts.
Yeah.
But then obviously the playoffs with the Rams, he played better. But we didn't
Gave
know
him
that
a
he was gonna.
second breath.
Yeah, he sort of.
Oh my goodness, we almost had him too.
Yeah, y'all would.
The damn Bills took my. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, y'all would have been crazy.
I would have been calling the Super Bowl and all type of stuff. Oh man.
Yeah, Von Miller, he's definitely given the Bills a different dynamic sort of like their defense is definitely different than it once was. Like it's more like it's dangerous. It's dangerous now because last year they couldn't get Mahomes down. Like
you couldn't. They didn't really generate a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Organically, but now they can generate pressure without blitzing.
Yeah,
so.
like they can go like 4. They can go with 4
rush
pass
for
rushers.
4 and still get pressure.
Yeah, in the secondary when Trey White comes back, whoo, it's gonna be dangerous. It's gonna be serious.
Kyer Alam had a pick, I believe, that game.
Yeah,
too.
so their secondary is one of the best in the league, and when Trey White comes back, man, I don't know how teams gonna deal with them. It's gonna be serious. But yeah, the Chiefs, man, the receiving core, guy in a group chat, he was like, "Oh, the Chiefs receiving
Juju
core
had a good game though."
Yeah, the Chiefs receiving core. It's not bad. It's middle of the pack.
Bad. Yeah.
There's a lot of wide receiver 3s. I'll give you that. Maybe a low end 2. Maybe a low end 2 with Juju or McCole Harbin. But they're not bad. Like, I've seen worse. Like, the Packers,
I'd say they're
Giants,
like middle
the
of
Bears.
the pack. Yeah.
Like, I've seen worse. So, just going to trying to, like, stick up for Patrick Mahomes. Like, come on now. Let's face the facts. The Bills, they just are that good. They're just that good. So, yeah, man. Salute to the Bills, but let's get to picking the games now. Yeah. So last game, Dolphins and Vikings. Now this game, it was The third string quarterback. It's a third string quarterback. What are you supposed to do? It's against the Vikings. Like, the Vikings are also a fluky 5-1 team because they just make so many mistakes, bro. There's just so much stuff. Kirk Cousins and stuff. Tyreek Hill, he's, people wanted to say he wasn't top 5. They wanted to proclaim him, oh, he's not top 5 no more because he's going to the Dolphins. Tyreek Hill is still top 5. Like, he's better than Jamar Chase.
I agree.
Is he better than Devontae? I don't know.
Well, Bridgewater played, but he was technically the third string.
Yeah,
but he's really the second string.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But
Bridgewater had a decent game, though. 23,
okay.
34, 329 yards.
Yeah, but then I forgot. I think
picks,
he turned the ball over. I think at the end, maybe I could. No, it was Jalen Waddle. They were in the game, but Jalen Waddle fumbled the ball.
Jalen Waddle, ever since Tua's been out, has been very disappointing.
Yeah, it's really been Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
been carrying
and Mike
offense.
Gesicki.
Yeah.
Mike Gesicki, please don't ever gritty. You're not gritty and you're skedaddling. Like, that is, it's just bad. It looks like you like, oh goodness. But yeah, Jalen Waddle, he has quite a few flaws that people start to notice. Like, he catches the ball. He's a body catcher. And oh man, body catches. I hate body catchers. I had to deal with enough Terrence Williams to despise body catching. But yeah, Jalen Waddle's gonna have to find a way to like produce and hold on and secure the football and make those catches without having to.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. He need.
But once Tua gets back, they'll probably be back to where they used to be.
He's coming back next week. I can't wait. Can't wait against the Steelers.
Oh, we're gonna find out who. That's interesting.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes there. But right now, just Jalen Waddle, do better, man. You guys were in the game. Could have possibly tied it. So yeah, man, it is what it is.
Xavier Howard was out there twerking yet again.
He's not that guy anymore. He's ski mask, first team all ski mask right here, because they paid him all that money and he's not producing like a number 1 corner. So. Yep. He's not top 10 no more. Sorry, guys. I'm not gonna say he's a good dude, but he's on the fraud watch list, like I said. So, but Justin Jefferson, he did his thing, like always, as we expect. Dalvin Cook, he also showed up. Kirk Cousins, he was okay. Smith, he was all right. It's just they just didn't have a quarterback. They didn't have a starter quarterback, man. At the end of the day, and Jalen Waddle, he messed up. He messed up fumbling the ball. So. Comes down to that sometimes. So let's get to
these predictions.
Picking the games for week 7, right? And
the Thursday is the Saints and Cardinals. Yeah, that's just kind of better than last week.
It's gonna be interesting because there's a question mark on if Andy Dalton will play or not. James Winston more likely is gonna be out, so it might be Taysom Hill. I'm gonna assume that Andy Dalton will play. Chris Olave will play. Michael Thomas will not play. So, man, where are they going to be?
They're going to be in a torture rack.
Well, according to Jalen, I saw the stats, whatever, and it showed that a lot of the top tier wide receivers don't fare well against the Arizona Cardinals. So, and they're going to be in Arizona. I'm going to take the Cardinals. I'm going to take the Cardinals on this one. D Hop is coming back.
Is Lattimore still out?
I don't know. He might come back. It's a Thursday night game, so I wouldn't count on it.
Because as of right now, I think the Cardinals' number 1 receiver is Robbie Anderson.
Well, they are getting D Hop.
Oh yeah, duh. I forgot.
And again, you said Robbie Anderson, so they're gonna get Robbie Anderson. So they're gonna have.
I might roll with the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cardinals on this one.
But it's hard to think the Saints will be possibly 2-5 though.
They are banged up. They're without their starting QB and the Andy Dalton's question mark. No Michael Thomas. I'm gonna go with the.
Is it double XP this week on Call of Duty?
I thought it was Sunday.
Dang.
I thought it was Sunday. I'm gonna go with Cardinals, man. I'm gonna
pick the Cardinals.
They're at home too. So let's go Packers and Commanders. Listen,
those haters can't stand us.
Listen, I'm gonna go with my Packers.
Come on, it's the Packers are going to win.
I'm gonna go with my Packers, even though it's that. First of all, they don't. Washington doesn't have home field advantage at all, so it's not like they're gonna hear much of any crowd. They're the SoFi
of the East Coast.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I'm gonna go Packers. Let's go Falcons and Bengals. Who we got in this game?
I got Bengals.
Bengals.
AJ Terrell's gonna get done like how he did against what was it against LSU where he got cooked up, or was that Alabama? I know it was the national championship.
Yeah, it was
game.
LSU. It was
yeah,
LSU.
Jamal gonna do the same thing he did to him 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh. I ain't break it.
It's not broken.
I know.
Battery died.
Oh, it wasn't charged up?
Not all the way.
It's cool though. We got enough side camera footage for me personally.
All right. Let's just continue. So Casey Hayward, they're gonna be without the second corner. Casey Hayward, he's gonna be out. I believe he might be out for the season. I saw a report. So it's just gonna be AJ Terrell out there on the island. I will go with the Bengals in this one. I just believe they're at home. They're healthy. The Atlanta
starting
Falcons,
to play better.
Yeah, they're starting to play better. The Atlanta Falcons, Mariota. Granted, he did play better last week, but at the same time, it was against a depleted 49ers team. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Bengals on that one. Let's go to the next game. Let's go to Lions and Cowboys. Cowboys, like, this is an easy one.
The Dak coming out. Dak, I need 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, big fella.
It would be funny if the Lions win, though. Jared Goff, because Amon-Ra St. they're going to be healthy, get DeAndre Swift back.
They coming
Amon-Ra
off a bye,
St.
aren't
Brown.
they?
Yep. That would be funny, though.
I think our defense is going to be pissed off, though.
Yeah. I got
Pray
the
for
Cowboys.
Jared Goff, y'all.
I got the Cowboys.
Because it's going to be but to be fair, the line for the Lions is actually pretty good.
Yeah, Peninsula.
So if we shut down the run game, we should be all right.
Yeah.
We just can't let St. Brown go off.
Then we have Colts and Titans. I'm gonna go Colts on this one. They're at home, even though I don't. Wow, I'm looking at the matchup predictor. It has like 49% for Colts, 50% for Tennessee. So it's like a 50-50 coin flip. Tennessee is at home, so man, is Jonathan Taylor gonna play? I'll assume he's gonna play, but at the same time, does that really matter?
Didn't they play already?
I think so.
Why is the second game happening so early?
I don't know who won the game, though.
I think the
Titans won. I believe it was. I believe they beat the Colts at their place.
I'm gonna go with.
It's a 50-50 coin.
I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Gonna go with the Colts.
Yeah, I don't know. I just gotta.
Yeah, but good feeling.
Yeah,
man. The Titans are coming off a bye.
Derrick Henry, he got fresh legs though. You know.
Man, I'm gonna go with the Colts have been playing a little bit better. I'm gonna go with the Colts on this one. It seems like Matt Ryan has like a rapport with Alec Pierce and Michael Pittman. I'm gonna go with the Colts on this one. I just like the way they've been playing recently. Buccaneers and Panthers.
Buccaneers,
yeah. Even though, listen, what I saw against the Steelers, man. But then again, their head coach got fired. Robbie Anderson's gone now.
People
so
on the trade block,
yeah.
so they might not even play some people.
They're not even playing. They're not even playing the top 2 QBs. They're not even playing Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers on this one. There's no way they're gonna lose to a 3rd-string quarterback with an interim head coach. Giants and Jaguars. You know, this is an interesting one because I said this. This is a fluky 5-1 team. Like, this is crazy to me. Who's at home?
I think it's the Jaguars.
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Wow, ESPN got Jacksonville 72%. That's crazy.
No, that is kind of crazy.
That's crazy. Wow.
Especially after they lost like that. I'm going to go. I think the Linsanity run ends here. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because Doug Peterson.
You got the answers?
I think he does.
Okay.
I think he's seen enough of I think he does.
Seen enough of the foolishness. Okay.
And you see how, granted, week to week teams changing and it's not the same, but like the way how close he played the Eagles, even though his quarterback committed 5 turnovers, and they were still in the game. I mean,
They need this win too. They're 2-4.
Yeah.
They're desperate for a win. So
The Giants, they probably feeling themselves. They may feel themselves a little bit too much. And, this is just like a trap game because all the Giants fans like, yeah, it's the Jacksonville.
like, we gonna run it. Did you see the schedule? We gonna run the table.
And I think the trap game is just the.
I'm gonna go with
the Jags.
I'm gonna go with the Jags as well. I agree with you. The upset pick. Browns and Ravens. Where are we going with this?
I'm gonna go Ravens. The Browns made Devontae Parker look like he was in Miami again. They can't be trusted.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens as well. I just think that the Ravens, after that bad loss to the Giants, they're gonna come back.
They need a win.
Division game, they're at home. They need a win. I believe Rashad Bateman is coming back as well.
Okay, that's good.
So yeah, they're definitely gonna win this game. I'm not the Browns, even though they do need this game. I don't like how they're coached right now. They look like they're in dysfunction. Jets and Broncos. Where are we going with this one? Now it's gonna be in Denver.
Kind of controversial, but I'm gonna go Denver. Yeah.
Wow. Why?
See, the common sense pick. Oh, the Jets on the road. They won the past 2 games. They're 4-2. They should easily win this game. No, because unfortunately, a lot of these guys on the Jets are young, so they don't really they haven't really played in Denver. When you playing in Denver, that elevation, you get gassed quick, and these they ain't really accustomed to that. So I think it's gonna get these young dudes. And it's going to be a little hard. They may be a little sluggish. And I think since the Broncos is used to that element, they'll probably fare better down the stretch. It may look like the Jets is going to take control early, but then I think later in the game the Broncos start to, come and seal the deal.
I see what you're saying.
And they need a win. Wow. They in desperation mode right now.
The thing is, the Broncos, Russell Wilson is just struggling.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to move the ball. They're going to have to run the ball. But Quentin Williams is there, so.
I'm looking at it, man, because the Broncos' defense is elite. Like, they're top 5.
Yeah, that'll probably be the reason why they win. They're going to have to make Zach Wilson make some bad turnovers.
The thing with the Jets is that they're not making Zach Wilson do much. They're just having him manage the game. Run game pretty much is dominating everything.
But the Broncos' defense is elite.
It is elite.
They're going to have to throw the ball because they contained Austin Eckler quite well.
The thing with but do I trust Nathaniel Hackett's play calling, or I think his name Mike LaFleur? Matt LaFleur's brother. Do I trust him over Mike LaFleur's play calling? Like, I feel like the Jets, they have an offense that they're comfortable with. With the Broncos, they're still trying to figure it out on the fly. Especially with Russell Wilson's bad play. And you have Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed guarding Judy and Cortland Sutton. Man, and then that atrocious offensive line. Man, I'm going to go with... I got to go with the hot hand, bro. I got to go with the Jets,
That's
bro.
fair.
Even though they're young, I just like the way they're playing. They went up to Green Bay and they did that to us. Like, dude, they could do that to us. You think they can't go to Mile High and do that? Even though Mile High, I get it. The conditioning, the air conditioning, all that, I get it. But, man, it's just seeing what they did against Green Bay. I can't see them not doing against the Broncos. So, I'm going to go with the Jets on this one. So, let's go to the next game. Texans and Raiders.
Oh, brother. Who cares? This is the toilet bowl.
Go with the Raiders on this one.
But I'm going with the Raiders.
They're just too much. They got too much firepower.
And they need
They're
a
desperate.
win.
Yeah, badly. Seahawks and Chargers. This is interesting.
Oh, wait, no. The Broncos and Jags game. Oh, wait, that's in October 30th. I'm tripping, y'all.
So next game is Seahawks and Chargers. Who you got? This is an interesting game.
I'm going to go with the Chargers because the Seahawks defense is bad.
It's bad, really?
They're not going. I don't think they're going to be able to contain Mike Williams. Well, actually, Tariq Woolen.
Yeah, I'm about to
has
say.
been hooping.
Hey,
just don't throw to his side of the field.
Yeah.
Just run the ball and don't throw to Tariq Woolen's side of the field. You'll be all right.
I'll go with the Chargers as well.
And the Chargers defense is pretty good too.
I'll go with the Chargers defense. I'll go with the Chargers as well. I just think that they're at home. They're going to be comfortable. Yeah, I'm going to go with them. Let's see. Let's go with the Chiefs and the 49ers. I mean, it's if the 49ers are healthy,
Do they still hold that grudge from 2019?
if the 49ers are healthy, then it could be a game, but I don't think they're going to be healthy, so I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Even though the 49ers are at home, it's crazy because ESPN has Chiefs have they give Chiefs 71%. Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Steelers and Dolphins. I'm going Dolphins.
Tua back.
Yeah, Tua back.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
Go Dolphins. And then Monday night. Oh my God, NFL, why do they keep doing this to us? Bears and Patriots.
I can't put
Patriots,
my faith. Yeah, I'm gonna pay. I can't. Not with what the Bears got going on.
God bless Justin Fields, but the Patriots, man, their defense is. It's not elite, but it's good. And all I gotta say is, don't throw towards Jack Jones. Don't do it, because Jack Jones, he's that guy. He picked off Aaron Rodgers. He's been doing some things that it's just crazy. Like, just he came out of nowhere, and now he's one of the best corners in the league. So yeah, I'm gonna go Patriots on that one. They're at home as well. Like, it's a no-brainer. So that'll do it for the NFL games. Updates do you have any updates for your cornerback list?
No, I think it's the same.
Okay, so what about any? For me, I ain't gonna lie. I'll put Darius Slay over your boy.
I mean,
I'll put Darius Slay because he made some plays that last game.
They wouldn't even throw the ball towards Trayvon. So
yeah, I get you, but he made some plays. I would put him over him. I would have Trayvon at 2.
That's fair.
And then I feel like the top 5 would probably still stand. I don't see much different. I feel like Sauce, he still, like, he honestly he can make a claim that he's the best. Like, the way that he's playing right now, he could make a claim that he's the best. I wouldn't do it because he's still young. He still has much to prove, but he could make a claim. PS2, Patrick Surtain, he was phenomenal the last game. He had Mike Williams on lockdown, even though he almost made that crazy
that
play.
was crazy.
Yeah, but still. And then who else was it? We had Slay and Trayvon, and then Jay Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey, he's still there. So I wouldn't put
honorable mentions.
Yeah.
I want to give obviously Lattimore.
Lattimore?
Well, he ain't played. But when he plays, he's still good.
Yeah.
Tariq Woolen.
I would put him over Lattimore right now.
Tariq Woolen?
Yeah, I'll put him. He's made more plays. Like, dude has like 4 interceptions. He's been locking people down.
Yeah, he's on a Trayvon Diggs type run. He had 4 picks in the last 4 games.
Jack Jones. J.C. Horn.
Yep, J.C. Horn. DJ Reed.
Jair Alexander.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot of good DBs.
DJ Reed.
Bradbury even played all right.
Yeah, he's been solid as well. I'm probably missing some, but those guys right there, at the top of my head, they've been hooping. Another thing though, I feel like we need to discuss the receivers because top 5 receivers. Would you? Because I believe the consensus at the time was like, okay, Justin Jefferson, it was Devontae, it was Coop. It was Jamar and
Tyreek.
It was Tyreek at 5. So is that consensus? Is that how we have it?
See, it's so hard to judge a receiver play now because the offense around the league is down.
Yeah, I would put Tyreek over Jamar.
I think Tyreek top 3 in my opinion.
Yeah, I would. Who would you put him over Devontae right now? I feel like he's played better than Devontae. Yeah, I'll put him over Devontae. He's been more consistent. Like, he's been getting a lot of targets. He's on pace to break the all-time receiving yards record for a season. So he's been playing well. So yeah, I'll probably put him over Devontae. Would I put him over Kupp? I don't know.
Is Cooper Kupp a target merchant?
I don't know, man. The last game, how did he fare well against the Panthers? I feel like he didn't do much against the Panthers. Like, he got a bunch of targets.
Let's look it up.
He got a bunch of targets, but in terms of yards and touchdowns, I don't know if he got any of that.
Cooper Kupp it's loading. Cooper Kupp had 2 catches for 17 yards.
Wow. So I would say number one.
Oh wait, no, my bad. That was rushing.
Oh,
Cooper Kupp had 7 catches for 80 yards. No touchdowns.
I mean that's okay.
On 8 targets.
That's okay. That's okay. I would say right now I would probably go Justin Jefferson.
Kupp and Tyreek. That's my 3.
Yeah. And then Devontae be 4, Jamar Chase be 5. That's how I would rank them.
Yeah, receiver play is down this year because too high is corrupting the league. I actually watched a video of a dude explaining how too high works and why it's also so good against the run game too. It is because the way that the defensive the ends line up against they like line up more inside.
Yeah.
And so they force running backs to have to go out, and that's where they get met by the safeties, the corners, and the linebackers. So I was like, that's interesting.
Real quick, let's switch subjects. So a report came out. It was Jim Irsay. He said that there's merit.
That's the Colts owner, by the way.
Yeah, Colts owner. There's merit to voting Daniel Snyder out as the owner, having him sell the team, right? And I thought that was interesting because none of the owners have like sort of spoken out against Daniel Snyder besides No, I'm thinking of Robert Sarver. Excuse me, but yeah, no owners have spoken out publicly against Daniel Snyder unless it's like anonymous or something. So I thought that was very interesting. It just shows me that Jim Irsay, he's that dude. Like all his dirty laundry has been out in the public, so he can do whatever he wants. Will Daniel Snyder eventually have to sell the team?
I think so.
Yeah. But I think Jerry Jones seems reluctant to vote him out. Though.
Look at it from a business perspective. The Commanders, Redskins / football team has been terrible for like the past 30 years. I wouldn't want him gone either. Just continue to ruin the franchise so I could keep getting 2 wins a season against.
Are you sure it's that, or are you sure he just scared because he got dirt on him?
If there's dirt, please release it.
Yeah.
You see the report where they was in the meeting, the owners meeting, and Jerry Jones told Robert Kraft, "Don't F with me."
Don't F with me. And then I think he said something to Robert Kraft.
That's what he said. He said that to Robert Kraft.
Oh, that was Robert Kraft. Yeah, because
I don't know why Jerry Jones be so mad at that Roger Goodell getting all this money. That's why the Cowboys always get penalties called on him, because he keeps trying to go after Roger Goodell.
It's the Al Davis effect. Just always, the league's always out to get him. Huh?
Yep.
And I think maybe it's because remember with Zeke, the whole Zeke situation. That could be part of it. Just how Zeke was done, the suspension, and how unfair it was. You could say, yeah, he might be a bit bitter about it. I understand. But yeah, man, it's just hopefully Daniel Snyder can finally sell the team. Like it's getting ridiculous.
Sell the team.
Oh, you want him out?
Well, actually, no, don't sell the team.
I was about to say, like, you're a Cowboys fan. Like, why'd you want him? But yeah, I think
Daniel Snyder's a great owner, and he should be the owner for the next 20 years.
So shameful. Do you don't want no competition?
Not from no Commanders, no. Not what they putting out music like that.
You don't want. Hey, if the Commanders are good, it makes the rivalry even better. It makes the league better if the Commanders are good.
Anywho,
even though the fans will be annoying. But
you saw how they acted when they won the division, when they won 7 games, and I don't want to see that. No way.
So there's some other stuff. Draymond Green, he came out with sort of like this mini documentary about him punching Jordan Poole and his reaction to it. How did you feel about that?
I didn't even see that. I just learned about that like this. I was like, he had a mini doc about that? But I thought you was about to talk about the game last night when he was on the court to talk to LeBron.
We can talk about that too.
And Iggy was making the little and everybody on the bench was like, yeah,
nah, because I was like, because he didn't even look at him. He was like, he knew LeBron, come up to him and stuff. So it was interesting because he didn't look at him, but he probably saw him sideways. He was like, like, dude, are you? First of all, Iggy, how dare you? Because what you're doing to Steph,
at least they're teammates.
Yeah, I agree. But come on now, yeah, Draymond, it's
this is so nasty. Like I've never seen nothing
an
like
opposing
this before.
player just
Like he called him the B word when they in the finals one year. Now he's all like his. Oh goodness,
damn. LeBron must have threw the bag towards Draymond Green.
this is
Since they
disgusting.
businessmen. I don't know what happened, but it's just nasty, bro. Like I can't believe this.
Why are you risking getting a technical or some type of violation for you came off the bench onto the court of play just to get closer, touch LeBron? Like what is going on?
Tampering.
He's acting like a groupie.
Tampering. It's tampering. LeBron is trying to recruit him.
Shoot, I don't even think he'd help
Nah,
the Lakers.
Draymond wants LeBron to recruit him. He like, please take me, LeBron, please. I want to be on the
so
Lakers."
nasty. I've never seen nothing like this before.
It's so funny, bro.
Like
Oh my
this is
God.
worse than Shannon Sharp and Cash Nasty combined.
Cause he's actually playing the game.
Exactly.
That's one of his colleagues. So yeah, man, that's crazy. But yeah, the documentary it was just hilarious because he was just reminiscing like, oh, I didn't know the reaction from people, so I still don't know the reaction from people. Like, and then he was like, oh, I don't care what people think, but why did you come out with this documentary of you reacting to the punch and apologizing? So you do care about what people think. What are you talking about? And then the music in the background, it was so they made it so suspenseful. Like,
bruh,
come on now, bro. Like, get it together. And
that's the new media, though.
And then the camera. So the camera they used, it looked like the same camera that Kobe used for his documentary. He came out with a documentary like years ago talking about his life. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, Draymond, you did not have.
It
to
was
do
never
this.
that serious.
It was, dude. Like, this is. I didn't even watch. Like, I watched like a few clips of it because I just couldn't take it serious. Like, I just can't do it with this dude. Yeah, this dude, man, he is something else, man. That's all I gotta say.
I gotta call out the a ESPN host.
Go ahead.
I mean, not host, analyst. JJ Redick came out this morning and said that the Lakers should just say forget the season and only focus on LeBron getting his stats. That is so disgusting. It's not even funny. Like, this is the problem with NBA media. And JJ Redick, I thought you was one of the good ones. You used to give food. Now you're resorting to saying garbage like this.
New media, turn to the going the old media way, huh?
Like, what kind of statement is that? Like, look how this sport is covered.
It's toxic.
Prominent members of the media saying this stuff.
First game of the season.
Lakers fans don't care about LeBron being first in points of all time. They want to win.
Right, we want to win, man. This is a title town. This ain't no.
Exactly. Like, only the LeBron fans care about that crap. Lakers fans, they actually want to win games and win rings.
Yeah, that's shameful, man. Shameful. Shame on you, JJ Redick. Get it together, man. But yeah, is there anything else that we need to talk about that I forgot? I feel like there's some things that. Well, I know the Yankees. They
did advance to the ALCS.
We'll see how it goes.
Oh my goodness,
though.
we smoking on that Dodger pack. The Dodgers, they win 100 games every year, and they just can't do it in the playoffs. And I'm telling them, 2020 rings is looking funny in the light. Nearly all of them. All of them pandemic rings looking funny in the light.
So the Chiefs ring is funny?
That was before pandemic.
Oh, really? So the Bucks ring is funny?
Well, I said 2020.
Oh, you said 2020.
2021, they had fans in the building.
The Chiefs was in 2020, I swear, because that was like the week after, I believe Kobe passed. Well, it was like literally right before like the pandemic really hit. So I give you that. Because they still had fans in the stands. So I'll give you that. But then the Tampa Bay Jones.
No. Because 21 was the Buccaneers.
Yeah, no.
20 was
20. That was like.
That was the Chiefs in the 49ers,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. I'm saying, but that was still 2020 though. But that was like right. That was literally like right before like the pandemic really hit though. That was like literally right before.
What, the Chiefs ring?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was
yeah.
So I give them that. Now the Bucks. They was full. They had a full capacity in there. Yeah, they did.
That was real atmosphere.
I give you that.
But 2020, past them rings looking a little funny, man.
Cubic zirconium.
I don't know. I'm at the diamond testing them, the Mickey Mouse ring.
Hey, but yeah, the Yankees will have to see because they've done it before. They made it to this round.
They going, and they
They
playing
got
the
the
Astros.
Astros. They
And
got
we know what happened the last time they played the Astros.
yeah. So
At least Aroldis Chapman ain't pitching.
oof. Yeah, he's a good dude. Is he a good dude?
He's always been selling though. He's always like and he be smiling after he be selling too. I'm like, I'll be so mad. I'm like, what are you smiling at? We lost the game. You gave up a game-winning home run.
We'll have to see. You know, they can't cheat no more. So unless they found a new way to cheat. So
And I think the ALCS right now is Philly versus the
Padres.
Padres. And I think Philly just won yesterday.
former national players Juan Soto and
He owns the
Bryce Harper.
Dodgers.
Oh, Juan Soto.
Yeah, this the second team he's on that eliminated the Dodgers in the playoffs.
Yeah, man. You love to see it, right? You love to see it. Yeah.
Please don't let the Phillies go to the World Series, Padres. I'm begging you.
Yeah, I don't want to see
Cause
Bryce Harper.
yeah, he left. He switched up. You switched up still on that side, man. Please.
Yeah, Juan Soto won a ring for us. You feel me? So
Yeah,
I-
please don't
I
let
respect
Bryce
him.
Harper win a ring.
You hear that, San Diego Padres? You hear that? Don't let that bum get in the World Series.
Okay, he's not a bum now.
All right, he's not a bum.
You know,
but
but yeah.
don't let that coward go to the World
Kyle
Series.
Schwarber has been carrying though, low key.
Yeah, Kyle Schwarber. He's
And another player that the Nationals let go of.
yeah.
Goodness gracious. I can't wait till the new management gets here.
Let's not.
Also, it's a debate going on
a debate.
about the playoff format for the MLB. People think that the second round should be best of 7, as well as the conference round.
How'd you feel about that?
I mostly it was just Dodgers fans saying that because they were salty they lost. But it is kind of odd, you know, because like it says best of 3 in the wild card, best of 5, and then is baseball such a finicky sport? Like I think it was a study that came out said you need like nearly 30 games to really show who's the better team in the baseball because baseball is such
Yeah, I know.
it's so much
roller
luck
coaster.
involved
Yeah.
and so much like things that's really not in your control.
I feel like that's what makes the second round interesting. It's
True,
'cause
that's what
it's
makes
like it has that
MLB
March Madness sort of feel to it, where you just don't know which team is going to advance. Although it is at the discretion of the the players, the teams, and the fans of those teams.
And like, does the regular season really matter? Because the Dodgers was whooping up on the Padres all the way, but then playoff came, boom, they was getting cooked.
Remember the Nationals? They had a little slump, right? And then the second half rolled around. They got it together. Playoffs rolled around. They got hot. So it really comes down to who's the hottest team in the playoffs.
That's every team, every league though,
yeah.
especially football.
But I'm just saying like
But,
baseball.
like, yeah.
Baseball really it really is who's the hottest team. Like it doesn't matter the record. Like as long as they make the playoffs, if you're the hottest team going in, chances are you're probably gonna win. So
True.
yeah, baseball 7 games. I think they should do it. I feel
For
like
the second round.
yeah, I feel like
So should they do
it.
best of 5 in the first, then 7 for the rest? Or should they just keep 3, 7?
Three
and then
for the
7?
wild card. I feel
Okay.
like 3 is okay for the wild card. Get them out of there and then do best of 7 for the second and third round, just like NBA what they did when they had best of 7, second and third round. So I agree. I do agree with that one. But yeah, is there anything else that we need to talk about that I haven't talked about? I know that it's been a lot of things going on in sports, man. You got basketball, you got football, you got baseball. I don't know what else there is there. I mean, I know Deontay Wilder, he knocked Cuz out. I don't know if you want to really talk about that. I mean, it's not much to talk about. He
Yeah.
knocked Cuz
Yeah,
out.
in like the first round. He
And-
only threw 3 punches, I think.
Yeah, and then the other dude, I forgot his name, but
Devin
he-
Haney?
Yeah, I don't know. It was this guy. He knocked this one person out. And
Oh yeah, yeah, I see that. Nah,
I forgot who that dude was, but yeah. I feel like there's nothing else right now that warrants any talking about. Is there anything else that you have on your mind? You want to wrap this up?
nope, nothing really. No new recent news that just came out or nothing. So
All right, so thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow down below, hit the notification bell, follow the socials, especially the Instagram, because we be posting stuff on Instagram. We will see you guys in the next episode.
Hit all the algorithm buttons, please.
I put my life in these sentences. Fucking right, it's either that or life sentences. I'm relatives with Benjamin. I